Thank you so much for like 11 million views. That's insane. That's absolutely madness. I will finish this tutorial that you are watching now, mainly so that I don't get tracked down and ended by a group of cosplayers and furries that really want to make bat wings. Thank you so much for paying attention to me. Pretend this was super elegant. Here's my sketch for how it's gonna work. First, you're gonna make the wing shape. You want the wingspan to go from the center of your back to the end of your fingers, plus the length of the boning you're gonna use. Where is the paper? Where am I? Am I alive? Bat is the next step. I made a mark where my wrist was and arranged the zip ties to help me build up a bat wing shape. Stare at a lot of photos of bat skeletons to figure out what the hell you're doing. Bat wings are essentially really long, creepy human hands. There we go. Now that's feeling much better. When you cut out on your real fabric, use a stretchy fabric and add some extra seam allowance at the top, enough to be able to create a boning channel later. Next, the sleeves. I didn't actually film any of the sleeves because I belong to the Mikera Chua School of Sewing and apparently of tutorial making, but here's a helpful diagram. You're going to cut out a tube that can fit your arm. Next, you're going to pin one side of the tube to the top of the wing. Then you're going to fold the wing inside and pin the other side of the tube to the first side of the tube. Then you're going to zigzag stitch, and then you're going to turn it inside out. And then you'll have a sleeve attached with the seam allowance on the inside. Surprise, surprise, I also didn't film much of the making or cutting out of the boning channels. But what you're going to do is you're going to take the top edge and you're going to fold that over about 2 centimeters because that will fit the boning that I'm going to use later, which I used zip ties. And then for the other two, I cut out strips that were 2 centimeters wide and then reached all the way from where I wanted them on the wrist to the wingtip. If you're fancier than me, you'll cut out strips that are 4 centimeters wide and then make bias binding. I didn't because I was lazy, but I was strategically lazy because I wanted it to be very light and I didn't want the zip ties to get weighed down. I wanted the effect to work. For the gloves, you're going to trace out your hands in this position so that there's 3 bat fingers. Make sure to add seam allowance. And then you're going to make them pointy bat fingers. Cut it out, and there's your pattern piece. Before you cut this out, you're going to fold away the thumb part, because for this particular design, I wanted to have access to my thumbs. I needed some part of hand, because I didn't trust that I'd be able to do all the things I wanted to during the dance without at least having a thumb available. Once you've cut the gloves out, you're going to stitch them to your wings, also with a zigzag stitch, and you're going to make sure that you don't block the boning channels with your zigzag stitch. For the boning, I used zip ties, taped together and glued together. This way it was thicker towards my wrists and lighter at the ends. Zip ties are known as the poor man's corset boning, but they were actually ideal for this project because they tapered towards the end, which actually allowed me to make a really natural, like, backbone, essentially. Then you're going to add them into your wings. You're going to hand stitch the channels closed inside, and now you're ready to go viral. I got it. Most of you don't know me, but I'm actually an actor and a performer and a dancer sometimes. For example, I made these wings for a dance performance I was in, and I'll play a little bit of that. So I did this dance routine for this event called Roulesque, and during Roulesque you get a song assigned to you randomly on like a little spinning wheel, hence the roulette part. I got assigned the song Man-Eater by Nelly Furtado, and I took that very literally, becoming a demon creature. I hid my wings inside of my fur jacket, and then I was able to reveal them, and it was a little bit janky. The reveal was a bit janky, but that's fine. I think for my ambition that it worked fine. And then I've had a lot of requests with people asking for a pattern, but I'm not quite happy enough with the design as I have it to put it out into the world. Like, there's a few issues with it. For example, I think I'd at least want to have the option of a thumb cover if I was to put it out into the world. And then I'm not quite happy with how much it rides up on my body when I put my arms in the air. Maybe I'd need to attach it to like a leotard situation or something along those lines if I wanna not have it ride up so far on my back and have it be able to sell it more as like it's actually attached to my body. But I'm really happy with how these dance wings turned out, other than those couple of things. So I have an acting agent, and I was a little bit scared because I just signed on with him and I didn't know if I was allowed to do burlesque per se. But when I asked her, her response was pretty much, yeah, of course, it's the 21st century. Do what you want. So, too late. No takebacks. I hope you guys all enjoyed this tutorial and you can all make your own bat wings now and go viral, because apparently all you need to do is be a bat. Didn't know it was that easy. Did not know. If you guys really enjoy this video, I'll make more and I can tie it more into my acting and performance endeavors and various parties and networking events I end up going to meet lots of creative people around Brisbane and the world. I went to LA for a little bit earlier this year. I don't want to only be known as a person that sews. This is just like part of my way to connect to character and my own creativity. It's also good to have a hobby that isn't like so focused on how people perceive you, because dancing and acting is all very subjective and there's a lot of people looking at you all the time. Whereas with sewing and fashion, it's just you're looking at this, you're looking at this, you're not looking at me. So I think it's healthy as a performer to have a hobby that isn't so much about people looking at you, which is why this video was scary to make. Like and follow along if you want to see more creative shenanigans.